to oh my god, what happened?
We're already scuffing. Amazing.
um I'm so sorry. Um
Scuff counter goes to 1.
oh shush. But anyway, back to what I'm trying to say is um if I remember what I'm trying to say. Welcome to One Piece chapter. I am not myself right now. Oh my god.
We're coming back in a wonderful attitude.
Yeah. Well, whatever. So I'm gonna. Do you Okay. All right. I wasn't prepared because it's sad. Anyway, One Piece chapter 1064, Egghead Researchers. What are you thinking about the cover page?
I think I'm angry.
Why?
I think I want answers. Real
You,
answers.
what
You
answer?
know why?
Why?
Because he went from being homeless
Who?
to living with homeless people.
Who? Aokiji?
Aokiji.
Aokiji?
Aokiji.
Aokiji wasn't homeless. He just walk
Wasn't he
around.
though?
No, he wasn't. He was just walking around with his giant penguin, and then I guess he stumbled the underworld and joined Blackbeard.
So to put this into perspective,
Mm-hmm.
a homeless guy
He's
had
not
a bike.
homeless. He's
No, he
not
had a bike to
homeless.
get around, and
He
he
has
went
a
around.
penguin. How is
The penguin, you can't call a penguin a home.
he literally? You didn't
That's like living in your
see?
car. That's still being
No,
homeless.
that's not homeless. That's
No,
not homeless.
he's absolutely homeless. And now he's living with other people that are homeless,
Bruh, that's not even homeless.
especially Blackbeard. Extremely homeless.
Okay, so what is the question?
Let's see here. Let's see here. So, I believe that
Mm-hmm.
this will be a sort of Wapple cover story, right? Where it
Why?
won't, I believe that we won't get something like too interesting in the plot to the point where the Straw Hats will notice it too much. But I do
Mm-hmm.
believe it's going to be important to the series, kind of like how Wapple Metal was. I don't think that Pudding is going to die or perish or be harmed in any way.
Of course not.
Luckily, well, you can't say of course not. There's still it's
She
still Blackbeard.
she's not important. She'll treat it
You
like
know who else was important?
what?
Fire Fist Ace.
He's just a he's just a plot to make Luffy mature and
That may
strong.
be true, but in Naruto, when people get holes in their chests, they don't die.
Well, that's not the same.
In Dragon Ball, they get reincarnated.
Well, One Piece doesn't have plot armor. For
Why gotta? Why
why
go?
it doesn't have plot armor where someone is back alive again.
To be fair, our plot armor is just we survive in unsurvivable conditions.
You want to know something that is crazy? You want to know something crazy?
I would like to know
Um,
something crazy, insane, rabbity.
so fairy tale. That's one. They read the person is dead. Okay, and he's back. Nothing. Nothing happened.
Okay, okay. Now I have
So
something that will disprove all the plot armor argument,
what?
right? That One Piece has no plot armor or not as good plot armor.
Pow.
Luffy v Katakuri. I rest my case.
Luffy used a textbook on.
Luffy
No, no,
used
no,
plot.
no, 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 no. Luffy took a textbook out of Naruto and have a Luffy talk no jutsu on Karakuri.
But he didn't talk. You
He
can't say
punched.
that.
Well, he
He
punched to get respect.
but he didn't even hit him. He hit him maybe 5 times throughout that whole fight.
True, but I'm
Maybe.
saying he got category respect in him. So
I don't believe he got his respect. I
yes,
believe
he did.
an
Why
entire
would listen?
fight.
Why would you stab yourself in order to that? It doesn't mean saying
Trauma
like
from the childhood.
no,
Yeah, making fun of
no,
the way someone looks. Trauma from childhood.
no. He stabbed out of respect.
Or
They
a
were
trauma from his
eh,
childhood.
no.
'Cause it was only when we
If
heard
he had
in
listen,
the fallen
if he
legs.
had traumatized, he would have kept his scarf on. But he taken it off. Like,
That's not what
yeah.
trauma is strictly doing.
Yeah,
Trauma
you
specifically is having a habit of some sort due to a lasting effect of a previous event in your past.
well that's the same exact thing by overcoming your trauma.
But did he?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yes, he
He got
did.
angry.
His sister her was laughing. He's like, so
Yeah, and then he knocked them all out.
so
What do
usually
you
he will
mean?
hide. He usually will hide it.
Yeah. His trauma led to him being extremely angry whenever anything about looks was even mentioned.
He was angry because they interfere with his fight.
Okay, okay, okay. Just before that, in the same fight, right? In the same like 20 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also see Luffy interrupting Katakuri and seeing his face. And he killed someone over that.
That is in his flashback, right? Is it him?
It was it was strictly because Luffy saw and interrupted him.
Which one? When? When they first start
Katakuri
fight?
made his own little mochi house,
Mm.
trapped Luffy in a giant mochi cake,
Okay,
and yeah,
that's when he wasn't in his resolve. When he was fighting with Karakuri can beat Luffy automatically. Like he has everything. The only reason Luffy won, and I will agree with you that I don't like it, is he stabbed himself out of respect, and also to make it say, okay, well, I see why this. That's why he was asking Luffy, what's that called? Are you coming back beating Big Mama again?
Well, like at the same time, he could have just done that because Luffy already saw his face, and according to Trauma, anyone who saw his face that wasn't an extreme asshole became family. So, and not really became family, but they were family. So,
No, there were his blood.
they are his blood. They all have the same mother.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's blood relation.
Anyway, let's not talk about. We're going all over the place. Okay. Chapter 1 was
1064.
no, page 1. Sorry, not the chapter. Page 1. It shows um Blackbeard versus Law.
It should show Massacre because
Why?
Law is carrying his entire crew.
You think it's
I refuse to believe that any of them genuinely know how to fight.
I
I
mean,
believe Oda pulled just some random abilities out of his Devil Fruit out and then just like laid them out on the table.
uh no. I
I mean,
believe I believe they have potential.
if that was the case, why didn't they help fight in any situation that they were in? None.
Maybe
Not a single one.
Law. Listen, Law is more. Um, he he's like Whitebeard. I don't know if you read the. No,
But
listen. There was a book. It's a can. It's like a. It's like, you know how Ace Noble Law has like a novel, like one shot. I think it's that. It's not one shot, but it's a little couple chapters. It's only in Japanese, but it did say that how he managed Beppo and his crew, and he is kind of protective, even though they know how to fight. He just doesn't want to lose them because of what happened with Corazon.
but we could also say the same thing about everyone else. You know, because I mean, in every other instance of every other crew,
Hmm,
we see them fight alongside their captain. The Straw Hats, I don't need to explain,
of
right?
course.
Animal Pirates, I also don't think I
They
need to
okay.
explain. Hold on,
Listen,
hold on, hold on.
they were
Big
fighting.
Mom Pirates, okay? Killer.
Listen to me. They were fighting when they were escaping in acapella thing, right? In Sabaudi.
And Sabaody, right? We only saw Law. Law had essentially abandoned his entire crew in the.
No. We saw Beppo and the one that he got from the slave. Those two. And then the
But,
other two.
but did
In
you see?
Sabo.
But did you see anyone but Beppo fight?
Yeah. Beppo was kicking.
I said anyone but Beppo.
Yes, it's the one. You forgot the guy with the slate.
I mean, like, I guess, but that wasn't really. He wasn't really part of the crew.
Yes, he was. He
Not
says
really. He is now, but he wasn't.
he said, "I will follow you, Captain."
Well, yeah, but Captain is his title.
No, remember, he Beppo was kicking. He said, "Well, you're under me," and he's like, "I don't care. I'm helping." Blah 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 blah.
That could be chalked up as just playful talk.
That means that he's in the crew.
I mean, like, Law hadn't officially,
Yes,
given
he
him
did.
pride. Not
He
officially.
he already said, "Do you accept my proposal?" And he said, "Yeah, I'd rather be free than stuck here."
I mean, you could say that, but at the same, it's not legally bound. There's
Yes,
no
he,
contracts. There's no contract. There's no
bruh.
paper.
Okay, if you say that, what about the straw hat?
I mean, they're all just friends on a
Mm,
boat.
same with the straw hat.
They're just friends on a boat.
And the straw hat, it's the same.
The same is
Yes,
friends on a boat.
that's the same as the straw hat. They could leave.
Technically, they're all free agents. We saw that with Usopp
Yeah, yeah,
and Sanji
yeah. So,
and Nami
so
and Jimbei and in one of the movies, Zoro.
yeah, left.
They're basically free agents. They come
Yeah,
and
they
go when
are.
they want.
But Lot Lost Suborn, they can't leave him.
Well, I mean
No,
they can, because how else would Beppo be kidnapped? Like Beppo and other
they're
crew
okay.
members.
They have major respect on law. It's like their thing. So no matter what, they're gonna go with it. And then you could say that the same with the straw hat. But the straw hat has what's that called? Uh, limits. And when
Not
there's yes,
limit.
they are. You see, Sanji.
Well, like Sanji just
Mm.
straight up left. He didn't plan on going back at all. You know, didn't even
Sanji
plan on telling them that he was
left
leaving.
because his foster dad is about to you know, and then in his hand and Big Mom.
Oh, Frankie has not left before.
I'm not talking about Frankie. I'm talking about Sanji.
Sanji? Oh, for some reason I thought you said Frankie.
No, I said Sanji.
Mm, mm. But still, I feel like seeing as he could do basically whatever he wanted, right? While he
Mm,
was in his father's humble abode, right?
mm,
He could send a message out, tell people, you
mm-hmm,
know. It's not like he was out of options, especially considering that he knew that they were there. And he still just tried to get them to go away. Very harshly, might I add.
mm-hmm. Plus, um, I'm kind of blaming Oda a bit. So
Blame Oda all you want.
no, like with Lost Crew, like yes, Law leaves them, but when they're actual together right now in this chapter, they can fight.
Well, like I said before, I just believe that Oda just pulled some devil fruits out of his trick hat, you know.
Maybe they have it and he's waiting.
Cause I mean, like, what kind of ability makes it so you can just spit things at people? I mean, like, that's almost as dumb as Wobble,
Um,
in my opinion.
isn't that there's a bit? There's something ability like that in Naruto.
Hmm.
It's
But
like
do we remember who it was?
I don't remember who,
Exactly. You don't
but
remember.
he spit acid.
And when was the last time we saw acid as a key element in Naruto?
It
Hmm.
was it was let me see. I think that was oh, I remember who. Well, not the name, but I know what art. It's the Sasuke retrieval.
Hmm. But it wasn't Naruto or Sasuke.
Of course not.
Meaning that technically there wasn't really much importance in the character.
I mean, if you include fireball when they do fire,
But
ma,
they're not spitting it out. They're creating it.
that's kind of the same. You
They're
spit.
using the air and pressure around them. They're not like it's not coming out of their mouths. They're not
It
spitting it.
is. That's why that's like fireball
The
jutsu. Like,
their breath is coming out of their mouths and they are igniting their breath.
bruh, not Sasuke was doing that right, and he blew so much fire towards
You know
Naruto.
you know how I know this though? Because if you look at other characters, right? With like
Mhm.
cuz there have been close-ups of certain characters using a similar jutsu as fireball jutsu, but there's a close-up. The fire is not actually coming out of their mouths, right? And it is just breath that is igniting at a certain point in between their mouth and the actual flame. There's also been exploding fireball jutsus where they bite down before they finish the jutsu and it explodes,
Mhm.
causing a spark right in their teeth. Yeah, yeah, totally.
But still, I think Lost Crew can a bit handle
Law's crew can't handle Blackbeard.
the
Law
fire
can
one.
handle Blackbeard. Law can handle Blackbeard.
No,
That's
he
it.
can't.
Yes, he can.
No, he
I mean,
can't.
he's awakened and everything.
No, he can.
Yes, he can. I
No,
believe
he.
so. We're not having another ace discussion. We're not gonna see Law locked up in chains. That's not something that's gonna happen. I can promise it.
Law is gonna be death.
Incorrect.
After uh, Blackbeard Rub stole his Roponeglyph.
Yeah, Blackbeard's not gonna steal anything. It'll be
What if
the inverse.
no? What if that happened?
You can't what if something that'll never happen,
No. What if it did?
but it won't.
No. What if it did?
But it
I
won't.
know. I searched. Oh my god. What if it did?
If it did, it wouldn't.
No. What if it did? Just answer.
If it did,
Yeah.
then as soon as they're getting ready to leave, Law would get up and then stab them all, killing them all, and then just take their road poneglyphs. Yeah. Yeah.
First of all, Lost can uh Lot's gonna lose. I don't think he's gonna die,
Law's not
but
gonna-
he's gonna
he won't.
lose.
He's too important to lose.
Lose to Blackbeard.
You know who else was too important to lose?
Kobe.
What?
Kobe.
What?
Kobe. What happened to Kobe?
Who cares about Kobe? He's fine. He's a sword. He's
No.
fine. I mean, kind. He can handle himself. He's been training.
You just said
He's been training with sword. He can handle himself.
he kidnapped Blackbeard. Kidnapped Kobe.
Yeah, but he can. It's not like he's gonna die. He's fine.
You-
He was trained for this. He was under Garp. You know.
Uh. Okay, whatever.
All we need to do is give Kobe an inch, and he can just like skywalk through that inch, break it, and then like turn it into a giant hole and escape. Yeah, yeah. All of his CP training, yeah. And if they try to take him back, then just like iron body.
So, I like how Law and his crew thinking because he said the weakness is worth trading off, and hit Blackbeard's entire crew is a default user.
I mean, but they're not theirs, you know? He stole them like a bad meanie. I mean, like, but if you think about it,
I'm
Gecko
saying
Moria has
in
been
his sheep,
just
they attacking from below.
yeah. I'm just saying though that
Mhm.
Blackbeard, his crew hasn't had the time to adjust, you know,
Mhm.
and Shiryu doesn't deserve a very pervy animal human hybrid.
So I got a question. Luffy age 70.
Hmm?
Luffy in age 70. 70
Well,
year.
well, yeah, but that's only one possible future.
Remember, in SPCS, there's the bad future and then a good future.
Yeah, and it was just one of those possible futures.
Ye.
If you hyper age someone, then that also means that their muscles will hyper age. And if you do
Mm.
not take care of your muscles as you age, then like you end up looking like that.
Mm.
Who knows? Maybe this is a way of Oda saying that Luffy will never be like that. There will never be a bad future for Luffy. Yeah,
Or the he.
because maybe the bad future is the same timeline as the good future, and it's just
Because
doing Bonnie. I believe that Bonnie is actually an underage child that just has a devil fruit and like
mm,
aged herself up.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question. Well, no, because in the data book, she said in the data book it says she's 28.
Well, to be fair, we also saw that Luffy was turned into 70-year-old.
No,
So
in
technically, if we're
in
going
a
by what Oda does here, then we also get to say that she's 28 in her body that she chose. Technically,
yeah.
it does not specifically say time spent on Earth in years, 28.
What?
Yeah.
You're confusing me.
The body can be 28 years old, but that doesn't mean that she's actually 28 years alive.
You don't
Yeah.
make sense.
I'm making
No,
sense.
you don't.
I'm making tons of
No,
sense.
you don't. Anyway, Bonnie found a lightsaber.
I want a lifesaver right now.
What do you think? Are we going to the moon?
We're not going to the moon. The moon is too far away. It's too annoying. It's too bad.
What if the
And
sun?
Nell has that. He's
What
fine.
if Sunny was rebuilt and going to the
No.
moon?
We're not having another Skypea Spacia arc. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Never know. Oh, they can put
No.
pull something.
I mean, like, you know what could be even better than that?
What?
If we could just have a separate General Frankie, but instead it's a Vega Force robot.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Hmm.
if those things are so big that they can pick up the Sunny with one hand,
Yeah.
imagine what Frankie could do with one of those and improve upon it.
That's why
I mean, not to the moon, of course, but
this is his arc. This is Frankie's arc.
I don't believe it's going to be Frankie's arc. I think they're going
I
to help
mean,
Frankie for no
he
reason.
kind of use the thing in general. Like he said, yeah,
General Frankie.
yeah, he used it because he saw a blueprint or modify it.
But like, that's only because like, if you were to,
Hmm.
if Sanji were to see Ivankov again, then obviously, yeah, he would say something about it, right? But he
What?
wouldn't. It wouldn't be an arc about Sanji again, right? Or like if Robin saw the revolutionaries again, right? I mean, like
Hmm.
Frankie could have just mentioned it, you know.
I
It,
mean,
it, it could have just been like just a little tidbit
we
to remind
literally
us.
he had an arc for Sanji with his family.
but it wasn't
And
with
good.
Ivanka was not included into that.
Because
We did have those arcs, but those are separate situations and time skip.
they're in. I'm talking about. Okay, listen to me.
Hmm.
You're adding things and stuff, and you're making me
I'm doing that.
frustrated.
I'm
Yes,
speaking
you
words.
are. No, you're pissing
I'm
me,
speaking words. How
annoying
can I be?
me.
You're laughing.
Anyway, um, what I'm saying is, I lost my train.
The train derailed. It's okay. We'll find it again.
Okay, well, do you think Vegapunk is dying?
I don't think Vegapunk is dying. I think that Vegapunk is either already dead or he split himself up into different life forms like
He
Big
said,
Mom and
"I'll
Soul.
die soon."
Yeah, I don't think he's actually dying. I think that he's saying that, wow, pirates are starting to come left and right. I'm probably gonna die soon. Or the way the world is handling things, I'm probably gonna die soon. I don't
That's
believe
lame.
like I don't
That's
believe
lame.
that he's
That's lame.
he's a science. He's just gonna turn himself into a robot, like literally what he already did.
Well, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did it with Kuma, you know, the tyrant Kuma. Do you not believe that he'd want to do that on himself like he did with Kuma?
Because I know shit. I can't say shit.
Are
Okay?
you saying that you will spoil people
No.
and you're angry that you can't spoil people?
Yes.
So what you're saying is you have inside information
Yes.
that ultimately could, depending on how far in the story it is, could be so far to the point of the end of One Piece, vaguely, and could be extremely crucial to our information.
It's no. Just this
No,
arc.
no.
Just just this arc.
Mm. Are you saying that this arc is not the end? It's not even close to the end? Oh my goodness, we have more arcs that are not the end.
Yeah.
Woo! One Piece for another 10 years!
Yeah.
See, I am a very, very, very smart individual. If I say One Piece for more 10 years, then One Piece 10 years. Yeah, totally.
Just this arc. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Anyway, what
Outside
you're
of, let us
it's
talk.
frustrating. Anyway, yeah.
Sadly, we will not get any Zoro or Brook timing in this arc.
Mm.
Because they're watching the ship. Sag.
Mm.
The most we're gonna get is like at the very end when it's all fighting. I know, because like think about Dressrosa, you know, because in Dressrosa when Zoro stayed on the ship, you know, I not fucking not Dressrosa rather, but in fucking Water 7. Zoro stayed on this ship, and we barely got to see him during the arc up until it hit Annie's lobby. Are you seething? Are you molding because of my totally big brain
No,
theories?
no, no.
No,
That wasn't. That wasn't even close.
not even close.
No.
No, mean, they say that they're gonna wash the ship. I don't know.
Brooke is about to use his.
Are you trying to spoil me right now? Are you trying to spoil me with inside information? You can't do that. I don't consent.
Okay. Well, guys, that's the end. Thank you guys so much.